Welcome to Dig Days Part 2, the Division of Historical Resources celebration of Archaeology Month in April and Preservation Month in May. The Division of Historical Resources is the State Historic Preservation Office in New Hampshire. We do a variety of programs and services to help people understand the historical places of the state, the archaeological resources of the state, and the best ways to understand them and care for them. So this is a demonstration archaeology dig to show the public how archaeology is done and how much care archaeologists take when they look for historic or pre-contact archaeological sites. You may wonder why we're doing archaeology in the middle of a parking lot. 2 years ago, the Division of Historical Resources did some archaeological investigations on the opposite side of the property, looking for a connector between the main building of the Margaret Pillsbury Hospital and the annex. The annex is to our right, the offices of the Division of Historical Resources. Today we're looking for the foundation of the Foster Ward, another hospital building built in 1902. The Foster Ward was built at a time when people were getting increasingly concerned about contagious diseases such as measles and mumps and influenza, and so a separate building was built to house and care for those patients.
You're good.
Burn so many colors when you burn it.
Big piece of glass.
We're doing a demonstration excavation to show the public how archaeology is done. And we have here, just behind you, the footprint of a building that lasted from 1902 until the 1960s. And we're looking to see what was associated with that building, what came out the back door, if you will. So we're excavating these two squares right behind the building, just a little more than 6 feet from the edge of the building. And we're hoping to find evidence for what was going on at that place. We also have to factor out the things that just came in with the driveway. So we have little bits of brake light lenses, we found a car fuse, things of that sort, and many filters from cigarettes. And those we know come from the parking lot period. But before that, we're finding bits of glass and pottery from cups and saucers and so forth, and other medical kinds of related things. We found a clip that held an ace bandage on somebody, a safety pin, but the most interesting item was found by Dave, who got a glass syringe that was probably part of the debris that came out of the building when it was being demolished. And of course we get parts of the building itself, pieces of brick and slate for the most part. And so we're getting evidence of the building, activities in the building, and things that happened afterwards.
This is a glass syringe. We found it yesterday in this unit right here. And I guess the glass ones were used to the mid-1950s, and then plastic disposable ones came into use. So it's pretty fragile.
Big metal. Wow, that's interesting. It's being held together by one little bit of wire in the middle.
Whatever.
That.
Do you think that could be a latch of some sort?
Well, yeah, it could be. Or there's there's two pieces that, yeah, more of that, yeah.
So we're thinking actually that the building itself was closer to, well, the road was closer to the building.
Oh, okay.
And as we were trying to figure out the non-existent Foster Ward versus the road, we figured, well, let's look to see on the same scale of the map what our existing building was to the road and try and figure that out. So it looks like the road was closer to both of the buildings.
At one time.
At one time.
neat. Looks like it could have been a floor tile.
Some sort of decorative surface?
Yeah, it's
Kind of like terrazzo tile.
yeah,
Right.
it's definitely polished. So
That would be a sort of a higher end type of flooring, wouldn't it?
absolutely.
Interesting.
I just said that for the school So here we've got building debris that goes back to 1902 and surface trash that is probably left here 2 years ago. As you get deeper, the more modern stuff will no longer be present. We'll get the older material, will give us a clearer signal as to what's happening.
Right.
Coming at you.
Nice, a solid compaction there, huh?
The chalk outline the footprint of the building.
Wow.
I went through a little piece of brick or something.
Yeah. And you're on like clay. It just gets lighter and it's kind of clay down at the bottom. But yeah, you went through brick. And it's modeled. Again, another fill layer. Yeah.
Oh, it does have a pattern to
Yeah,
it,
it's got a
doesn't
pattern on the front.
it? And there's your clasp.
And there's the base for the pin.
Cool, huh? History comes alive.
Ready.
Nice.
Teacup.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, to get some
Edna.
Teacup.
I'm with Shelly. I think that's styrofoam.
Detail?
Yeah, it's a decal. Pretty.
What? Oh yeah, it does.
Well,